Hi, this is Bob Miller of the Los Angeles Kings. You're listening to Kings Realm Podcast. Hope you enjoy it.
Welcome to the Kings Realm presented by the Hockey Podcast Network. Be sure to follow us on social media at Kings Realm Pod. Leave us a voicemail or send us a text at 562-317-0087. So, the Stanley Cup's been awarded.
What?
Yeah.
What's
familiar, that?
It's
Only the greatest.
There was this guy, his name was Stanley.
Lord.
And,
Created Marvel.
Yeah. Lord Stanley Lee. Created this trophy.
Lord Stan Lee. Got it.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We get to look forward to free agency now in the draft, and I get to look forward to this really interesting beer that I got. So let's do this shit. I'm Dennis Wilson.
Ooh.
That's James Whitlock.
Welcome to the postseason.
And Jordan Heckman.
It's pineapple.
That was
For the-
crisp.
For the lady.
Hey, good thing it's right side up.
No, it's not.
Oh, that is.
Oh, there we go. It's the
That
only
is
good
interesting.
pineapple.
So
Cheers, Michelle.
I got this. It's from Shogun. It is an ube.
Oh, you want to see a
flavored
gun? I can show you a gun.
hazy IPA.
Oh.
Yeah, I know you got a salt gun right there.
Mm-hmm. What kind of hazy?
Ube.
Oh, ube.
It's interesting.
My son loves ube. Maybe he'll like that. He's only 7. That's not a problem, right?
Jordan, is that an assault gun behind you?
That right there?
I see what you did.
For my Corona that I already finished.
Wow. Is that how you salt it?
Should be.
This is different. It gets hoppy, but it's not hoppy. I like it.
Ube.
I like it. You should try it. We got it at Trader Joe's, so it's probably local.
Trader Joe's.
Jaden, there are kids in Uganda who probably think Corey Perry is the greatest athlete in North America. Oh my god.
We got his whole collection.
Shogun by Embolden.
Hannah, aren't you like in fucking Tennessee?
Tennessee.
You're the only 10 I see.
Ew.
All right.
All right. Yeah.
See where are we at? Okay, we gotta kill some time first. So yeah. Well, congrats to the Florida Panthers for keeping USA on top.
Mm-hmm.
USA.
Back to back, which seems to happen a lot more lately than it used to. For a good long time anyway.
Yep. Hannah left a voicemail.
Ooh.
A good one. She
Oh.
hopes.
Is it an airport voicemail or I'm on the streets of Nashville voicemail? We'll find out. So, shall we
Yes.
talk about this?
Okay.
Series since the last time we recorded, it was right after game 1.
We're all pretty hyped up at that point.
Yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my notes, my intro notes, I just changed. It hasn't started so great to it went great.
Yeah. I mean, Florida really turned it on. Let's be real here. Like, I don't remember exactly what it was, but I think game 5 and 6, Connor McDavid was a -5 with 0 points.
Holy crap.
In the last 2 games of last year's series, he was a -2 or 3 with 1 point. So they shut him down even more than they shut him down last year. But that just shows that like the best player in the world can get shut down. And that's
Also, the best player in the world still has a limit to how much hockey he can play. Like,
yeah.
I haven't looked it up, but I would imagine his minutes and Draisaitl's minutes are pretty damn high for forwards.
Yeah. How high? Here's a picture of Snoop Dogg. There's sand on the top of my high noon because I took it to the beach and didn't drink it. And I just flipped the fucking pull tab and I got sand in my eye. That was cool.
Jordan's going to look like he's got pink eye here in about 2 minutes.
Dennis would know what that looks like.
Yep. It happens.
Sometimes people fart in your pillows.
Fucking dog.
Don't scratch your cornea. Seriously though, it's kind of in my eyeball. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I got a little nervous there. I had kind of like talked myself into like Edmonton winning the cup for the first time in 38 years for Canada, something like that. It's more than
Since
that.
93.
It was
That's the last time.
32, I believe.
93 was the
32.
last time.
Okay. I had kind of like set myself up. I pulled a Ben Garcia. I was
You
I was
protected
protecting
yourself?
myself. Yeah. James looks like he's in a
I think-
shitty cartoon.
I think James needs a new webcam. I think it's finally hurting.
It's been
Really?
used for
Yeah.
too
You
much.
look like you have
OnlyFans.
really terrible makeup on.
Oh, that's fascinating. I don't see it.
Do you have really
You
terrible makeup
don't?
on?
Oh, there it is. Okay, hold on. Let's do this.
He's
You
on
keep going.
fire.
Whoa!
He's on fire.
No, it's still. You're like glitching out. Like,
Now it's even shitty on that one too.
yeah.
Jaden wants to know if we saw the legend in the Purple Kings jersey at the Florida game. I did not.
I did not. He was a lost fan though.
Oh, they did put him on last time.
No, I'm just saying he was a lost fan. He should.
I
have
don't
been a
feel like
Lost
they
fan.
do gimmicks like that during the Stanley Cup Finals. I wouldn't know. We haven't seen one in our home barn for 11 years.
Oh, James has got the follow cam on now.
Oh, geez.
Um,
Now it's just far away, vitiligo.
yeah, like at what point were you nervous though? After game one, or
I mean, I guess I wasn't that nervous.
I mean, after game one, I was like, oh boy, are they even going to give Florida trouble? But then it didn't. Oh,
James is gone.
James is gone. There we go. Like after that first game, yeah, I could see that happening.
I mean,
Um,
after game 3 is when I got nervous, when they actually won. I was like,
Mhm.
okay, this is kind of like reminiscent of what happened to the Kings. Like, it's actually almost exactly what happened at the Kings, where they were dominated in game 1. Oilers came back. The Kings held them off. Game 2, they dominated the Oilers. And then game 3, the Oilers came back and won, if I remember correctly. It seems so long ago.
It was yeah. So game one, 4-3 overtime win for Edmonton. Game 2 was a 5-4 double overtime win for the Panthers. Game 3, 6-1. That was the one where they dominated. 6-1 Panther win, and then game 4 Oilers tied it 5-4 in OT.
Yeah. That's right. I forgot the Oilers did win game 1. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, when they tied it 2-2, and that was another, I'm pretty sure, like come from behind,
Whoa.
if I'm right.
There
Wow,
she-
what is he? Who is that? Who is his avatar?
Wierenski?
Yeah, whatever. I guess, but after that, it just didn't seem like Edmonton had much of an answer for.
No, I mean,
For Florida.
clearly Florida made adjustments in game 2, and clearly they made even more adjustments in game 4. So Jesus Christ, my phone is freaking the fuck out.
So is James' like whole system.
Are we being attacked by China? Is that what's going on?
Maybe. So I didn't get to see a ton of the finals, which is sad. It's disappointing.
Sad.
Super sad.
Forward. That's what it was.
But I did get to watch a lot of the last game, and I will say, and James is not here. We were talking about it earlier today.
Rest in peace. Oh,
Yeah, he's here. It says device is not connected.
the who's her?
That last game, like that's how you close out a series. That was reminiscent, like kind of the same feeling, right? Like Florida fans probably had the same feeling, like except for they didn't have a 45-year wait for it. But like, Game 6 in 2012,
Yeah.
like that, like you knew you saw it coming for so long, and I was just like, can we get to the fucking end of the game?
It didn't take a 5-minute major to get there, but
No, it didn't. But just like that third period, like as long as we can get like, more than halfway through this with this kind of lead, and they just kept extending it.
mm-hmm.
But it's just like, this is happening. Like,
Yeah.
and just that excitement
Mm-hmm.
building up. Like, it brought back those kind of feels, and it's like, they fucking smacked them down in that game.
Yeah.
And
No,
I really,
absolutely.
really wanted the shutout. I was pissed off at that, like, kind of fluky garbage goal,
Mm-hmm.
right? It was just a broken play that, was it Wallman jumped on and was just in the right place at the right time, was able to jump in and get it around Bob. But
Bob.
Bab-
I mean, nothing better than fucking Sam Reinhart getting 4 fucking goals in the game to clinch it.
yeah,
Did you see his, like, I don't know if it's his neighbors or people, like, went to his house and, like, left a bunch of hats on his lawn?
no, I didn't. That's rad.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
I did see that Barkov woke his neighbor up at 5 a.m. to show him the cup.
The post said neighbors. Like, that wasn't the only house that he went to. Maybe they was
Okay.
talking about the husband and wife. I don't know. But but you could hear it in the video. He's like, well, you told me to do it. He's like, I know, I'm coming.
yeah.
Yeah, 4 o'clock in the morning. He's still wearing his suit that he fucking wore to the game.
Yeah.
And he's there with, I'm assuming, other players on this dude's fucking ring.
Did you see the fucking staples Barkov had in his hand?
No.
He apparently split open his palm. I forget which hand it was, but I mean, it was like across his whole palm,
Oh,
and
damn.
he had staples. And it happened in game 1 of the
Yikes.
finals, and apparently it busted open twice during the rest of the finals, and he still fucking played. Dude,
Dude, if that was basketball, they'd be out for
Oh, yeah.
3 years.
If you've ever had even stitches, like like how like it can pull and how sensitive it can be.
Yeah,
dude, that's
like,
in your fucking
right
hand,
there.
and you're holding a stick,
Yeah.
and it's across like where his stick is. Like if you look at it, like part of it goes across it. Dude, that's fucking burly shit right there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there was no painkillers involved in that.
Oh yeah, totally not, right?
Yeah.
His whole fucking hand is numb. That was. I don't understand. I don't understand how you do that. I'd be a fucking bitch about that, but
Yeah.
Kachuk finally said what his injury was from Four Nations. He had like some fucking muscle or tendon pulled from the bone
Oh,
that he had to get fixed. And hey, there's James.
there
Hey.
she is.
Hey, his camera looks right, and yeah,
I feel like I'm reversed now, right?
No?
you look
Right.
right to us.
Can you read thank you, Luke?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Hi, Che.
I don't know if you could hear us, James, but we're just talking about the fucking SmackDown in the last game, and then also Barkov and his fucking staples across his hand.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you got to see that, but
You
Yeah.
you mentioned what we were talking about the also Kachuk.
yeah, we just mentioned that like he tore some sort of like tendon or muscle or something off the bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Biz had said like he was playing through that or something. It's like no, that was the injury that happened in Four Nations that kept him out.
I want to see a picture of this.
But that seems like a pretty quick comeback. So I don't. He was probably not playing 100% when he came back. He might have got there, but
100%.
it's always interesting to, and those are the only two I've heard of so far. But it's always interesting to read and hear about what players were playing through in,
Oh,
in
yeah.
the finals. It's always fucking crazy.
I'm blown away that he talked about it like in the post game interview, like immediately
On the ice.
Yeah, he was like, "Let me tell you."
Yeah.
That was kind of shocking. You don't usually get that.
Yeah. He was real quick to, oh, yeah, I had this. Wow. Okay.
Okay. We're gonna put that out, but sure. Usually, like if it's the Kings, they usually break that on King's Realm.
Yeah, wrist injury? Is that what it was?
Yeah,
All that jacking it. What?
my bad.
Yeah, we were talking about like just the absolute like domination in that last game. So, and I remember you were trying to like look stuff up. I don't know if you were able to, or not. I don't know if it was.
I started it and
that
I
last
lost it, but
game. Oh, okay.
but I will tell you that the majority of, and this is where it changes, right? So was it a better Edmonton team this year or last year?
That's what we were talking about.
Yeah, and the one thing I started looking at was how many times, and it was kind of it started kind of becoming a talking point in the Golden Knight series. Because it happened in the Kings and then like carried through, how they were always coming back, right? They were always having strong third periods.
Kim Kardashian.
And yeah. And then it like happened again with the Stars, right? And then now that this is in your mind, I started watching, and every first period, Florida dominated, right? And the last ones, they were, 2-0, 3-0, 2-0. So I wanted to see and put this year against last year, and I was in the middle of doing it when the computer was like all funky. But what did this year versus last year look like? And I'll put that together. But it just from our series, it was Kings were dominated first period, just like everything else we saw.
Mm-hmm.
I mean the eye test, regardless of the comebacks. I mean, I don't think this team was as good as last year's team.
Right.
Edmonton?
You correct. They were,
which is interesting because
they got hotter for sure because of just the way that they rolled through teams after this first half of the Kings series. But I don't think that once they ran into a really good team, which I thought that was going to be Dallas, they looked like they were going to have issues, and that's what finally happened against Florida. Like Florida rolled this team. Like there were some obviously hiccups along the way, but like Florida could beat this team 6 more times in a row if they had to.
The thing is, like someone on Florida, and it could just be them, giving respect.
Oh yeah, I think so.
But someone on Florida in the post game, I think on the ice, said that this was harder this year, and also it could have been maybe the entire run was harder this year, but it came off as like Edmonton was a harder team to beat this year.
And I don't think that's the case.
It didn't seem that way.
No.
But I could see like maybe they were, because I mean you just look at the last 2 games versus Dallas, they're both shutouts, right? And like Edmonton was playing really well, and maybe
with Jeff fucking Skinner, not Jeff Skinner, Stuart fucking Skinner.
Stuart Skinner.
They're both on the same team. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, the Skinners is. Yeah, so I don't know. But Edmonton did have that, that confidence thing going on where they same. where like they kind of like again to the Kings 2012, where if they got behind it didn't matter. They were confident in knowing that they could come back.
Yeah.
And most of the time they did.
Mm-hmm.
Florida figured out how to put a stop to that. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, it seemed like as Edmonton came out and they were in the box a lot, and then they came back and then they were hardly in the box. Like they kept trying to change it up, which is funny because you would think they would have learned from the Kings that don't change it up. But
speaking of this, James and I got into this a little bit earlier.
Not into it, but
we into a discussion.
We're conversing about it.
When I started calling James an asshole. No, I'm just kidding. So Stuart Skinner, they were kind of talking. It was the post game, and someone asked something about like, what lessons can you learn from this? Obviously, 2 in a row to the same team. What lessons can you learn? And I'm paraphrasing, but he basically said that Florida played the same game, night in, night out. It was the same game that they played in the regular season. It was the same game that they played in game 1, even when they lost, and like all the way through. They did not change. James disagreed with that. James is disagreeing with the guy who had that Florida team coming at him every game.
Yeah, they clearly were played game over game differently. But I think what you can also interpret from that was that this team played their game, right? And their game they do change. Like Kachuk talked about it, where they are able to adapt to the teams that they play. And when Edmonton would change, they would change, right? So they, if they saw that they weren't going to get a lot of power plays, they weren't pressing hard where they were before, but they were still finding ways to get it done. So I don't think Skinner was saying they played the exact same game plan every game. I think he's just saying they weren't changing up lines, right? Their lines were solid. They stuck with the same goalie.
They didn't flip-flop on goalies. Yeah.
And that brought us to another point we were talking about was I think it was Wayne Gretzky is somewhere in the middle of this series. And it was game 3, game 4, right about there, where he said, listen, the one thing that is concerning is if you're in the Stanley Cup Finals and you're still switching goalies, you're in trouble.
Yeah, you're starting goalie, right? Is what he's talking about.
Yeah, if you are going back and forth between goalies in the finals, you're in trouble, right? You clearly are not ready. So you don't have a game plan. And
did Pickard ever lose a game he started?
Yeah, he lost game 5.
I think 1.
But he was 7-0 up until that point.
Let's see.
So he lost the last one he started. But up until then, he hadn't lost in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So and so
5 and lost it. Good one, James.
Yeah.
Wow.
James paid attention.
I know. Go figure, right? I can't do it all season, but
Jordan
because it's the cup.
So you sound like Shy Guy right there.
Wow.
And then by changing goalies, right? And we saw it when Quick was there and Quick was out. Like they would bring someone else in. The team would play differently, right? They play a little bit differently in front of each goalie, and so by switching back and forth and back, it was Skinner, Pickard, Skinner, right? They have to kind of change the way they play, and that could throw the team off. So there's a lot of complications in that where I feel like they made changes that were just hurting them night over night.
Jaden says because of the Game 4 comebacks, Stu Skinner is technically still undefeated in Game 4s. That is the useless stat of the week.
By Victor Jaden Lyon.
Brought to you by West Coast Whiskey Club.
Yeah, right. That's right.
You get a free bottle every time we do that, right? Is that what the agreement was?
Not at all.
So if that's the case, you need to fucking send one up here, motherfucker.
Come down and get it. I can just tell Jordan. Oh, here we go. Glitching camera again.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but I put it up there. Mikey has a suggestion for you to replace your camera. There you go.
It's in camera. Okay. Got it.
It's $800.
Yeah.
James is like,
Sure.
okay, done.
Sure.
It's a write off, right?
Yeah, it's right. But who writes it off? The write-off people.
The write-off people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, your camera is. That cable's been in rough condition for a while, so.
Yeah, it's got a bite out of the back of it, so I'm afraid to touch it again.
It's getting worse as we sit here.
Why does it have a bite out of it? How kinky does it get in your house?
I mean, that cable is really kinked if you look at the back
That's
of that.
careful what you ask for.
It's real kinky from behind, if you know what I mean.
Whoa.
James knows what I mean.
Yep. We're just gonna do this.
Literally and figuratively.
Hey, you want to pay the bill so you can buy a new camera?
That's not buying us anything. Let's be real. The one thing I was wondering, and we're going to find out here in a second, is being the day after. The day after, do we think we have a new read?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to go no.
Probably not. It's going to be my guess.
Oh, you'd be right, but we can always pivot. It's officially the best time of the year for hoops fans. Playoff drama, buzzer beaters, all the chaos we live for. And if you're done just watching and ready to actually win some cash, you got to check out Pick 6 from DraftKings. Nobody's dropping better payouts than Pick 6. Hit Pick 6 picks, and that's 25 times your cash. And if you beat your competition, you could be looking at 500 times back in your pocket. Boom! It's super simple. Select your picks, track your score, and go for those big-time prizes. No gimmicks, just straight-up fun. Pick 6 is live in most states like Missouri, California, Texas, Georgia, and plenty more. So, yeah, don't settle for weak payouts. Make your picks with Pick 6 and let basketball brains pay off. New to DraftKings Pick 6, new customers toss in just $5 on your first entry, and you get $50 in bonus picks instantly. The playoffs are on, so why not take a shot and making a little money while you're watching? Download DraftKings Pick 6 app right now. Use promo code THPN. That's promo code THPN to place $5 and get $50 in bonus picks. Better payouts, bigger wins, only on Pick 6 from DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Help is available. Problem gambling, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org in Connecticut. Must be 18 plus. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Pick 6 not available everywhere, including New York and Ontario. Void where prohibited. One per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable. Pick 6 bonus picks that expire in 14 days. Limited time offer. Terms at pick6.com's. The pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
Pya!
Oh, I took that off
Why?
because I need room for this.
Fuck you, Jordan.
But you asked. That's what's missing on this board.
Yeah.
Hey, are we done talking about hockey?
I mean, if you want to be.
Okay.
Pivot.
Hey, Steve's here, by the way. I don't know if you guys saw that. I just saw that. Hi, Steve.
Steve.
So, anyways, the Lakers got
What do you
bought.
got?
Did
Got
that
bought
actually-
or we're getting bought?
thought
I
it
mean,
was-
they're in the process of being purchased, at least the majority stake, for $10 billion.
Billion.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot.
And Jeannie Butt still gets to be like part of the team.
Yeah.
Wow.
Also, still a low key babe. I don't even know if it's that low key.
Mikey.
I keep trying to hit it. There we go.
Mhm.
Che changed his logo to the new smoking or the new
The
smoke
smoke
Che
show.
merch. Yeah.
Yeah.
LeBron James is a bitch. Like it, Che.
He's the second King James. Yours truly the first.
And I thought that guy was from England.
I am from England. Correct.
You're not.
England.
Look at the pastiness. It plays.
Boom. Like this.
Yeah.
Am I?
I don't got that.
Am I from England?
I don't got that.
Okay. James, come do pools for me or with me for a day, and let's see how burnt you get.
Yeah. We had talked about that. Or like, we just all need to be like just pool guys now. I was like, James, you could never be a pool guy. Like, you get sunburned just thinking about it.
I could do it, but I would wear all the things. People would be uncomfortable watching me do it. It's like powder taking on a pool company. I'd have the sun hat, the long sleeve UV shirt. I could do the shorts.
I wear a UV shirt. It's great.
Yeah, I wear a long sleeve UV shirt
Mine has a hood.
and a big straw hat.
It's
See, I
white.
could do it.
Oh.
I could do it. Mikey wants to fuck Teeny Bus.
I mean, I would.
What do we have? Let's read this. Kings are working on a trade package for McDavid, and that he wants to come here. It's Gretzky 2.0. That shit would be hilarious. Edmonton would burn its city.
Who is Eklund with hockey buzz?
Is that like those like Facebook ones?
Yeah. HockeyRumors.com. That would be insane. Like that.
Don't you think though that like every
Edmonton-
organization is working on a trade for McDavid in some
Oh, yeah.
capacity,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, after they heard his tears.
Well, I mean, Biz is saying like the dude's gonna get like 18 million or something like that a year. It's like,
There's talks that it could go as high as
American?
20.
yeah,
Yeah, well, as pointed
Thanks.
out by Jesse from Bar Down and by somebody else a while ago that Jesse probably stole it from. No player that makes over $10 million a year has ever won the Stanley Cup.
Puckpedia.com.
Jaden!
We're gonna look at the Florida Panthers.
Mikey, why would the Oilers trade McDavid to a rival team in their own division?
Over 10 million. Thank you, Mikey. Over. And emphasis on over.
Okay.
They clearly don't value him on their own team, so I don't think he's a threat. The Oilers know he's not a threat because they can't win. So should be good. All right. Dead air. What do we got?
I'm gonna say Barkov's at 10 million.
Yep. Isn't Bob at 10 million too? 9 million.
Bob is
9.5?
at 10 million and 1 penny.
Fuck you.
And what a great contract that would be. Bob's like, I
That'd
need
be
the penny.
fucking hilarious.
And then he was just like, hit the button.
Interesting.
Wow. Really, James?
I
Really?
I thought Bob was over 10, to be honest. So
Sorry, I didn't mean to leave you hanging. Actually, I did mean to leave you hanging. It's pretty funny.
don't
Son
lie.
of a bitch.
Pretty funny.
Florida has 19 million projected cap space, or current cap space.
Really?
That's what it says here. I don't know if they already like moved stuff because of free agency and whatnot,
That doesn't start till next
Yeah.
Tuesday.
but that's what it says here.
Longer than that. Fuck.
Projected cap space, current cap space.
show you
McDavid is a free agent this year, isn't he?
No,
Next year.
It's the
Next
last year of his contract.
Yeah, next year, which is why they're probably going to trade him because they don't want to pay him fucking 18 million or 20 million or whatever the fuck he's going to get.
Well, you say that with confidence. You really think that's going to happen?
The 20?
Biz said 18, so
No, but you said with confidence that they're probably going to trade him.
yeah, I could see. No, I'm not saying that they're probably. I didn't mean to say it with confidence.
You
like that.
said it with confidence.
Are you done?
No.
Okay, continue.
With confidence. Triple down, bitch.
No, I'm just like, if they're going to trade him, like, I could see them wanting to trade him because they don't want to pay him that kind of money. And they want to get something out of him.
Mhm.
Unlike the Angels, who don't know how to use assets that they have to get other assets instead of letting Shohei Ohtani walk.
They could have traded for an all-star team for Shohei Ohtani.
They could have, just like Mike Trout, before they re-signed him, they could have traded him for an entire fucking pitching staff. And
Yeah.
which is what they needed, and they didn't. They did the same thing with Shohei Ohtani. So, like, Edmonton probably doesn't want to make that same mistake unless they're willing to pony up that fucking kind of money. I didn't realize it was going to be that much. When Biz said 18, I was like, holy fuck. That's insane. And now James is saying people are saying up to 20.
Yeah.
Speaking of ponying
The
up,
dude hasn't won, first of all.
Yeah,
I
and
know.
he apparently, according to the stats in these last two Stanley Cup Finals, he doesn't really fucking perform either.
Yeah,
Uh,
so
when it
like,
counts.
is he like? I get it. He's really fucking good. He's the best player in the game, but like, is it worth that?
Mm.
That much more than fucking Barkov makes 10 million? Is he worth double Barkov? No.
No.
Do you remember when the Angels drafted nothing but pitchers that one year, like 4 years ago, 5 years ago?
Yeah, because they needed a fucking staff.
Yeah.
Okay, Jaden. Okay,
Only one of them is in the MLB now.
because they're really good at drafting. Jaden says, I don't trust the Angels management to handle trades. Might as well have lost Ohtani for nothing. They did.
Yeah.
He walked. He signed with the Dodgers. He didn't get traded. He signed.
Don't worry. Things will change when Mr. Beast takes over.
Oh, dude, I actually want that to happen. And like, if they fucking win the World Series within five to 10 years of him taking
Oh,
over,
shit.
dude, fuck you, Artie Moreno.
Yeah, that would be nuts.
Ugh. I actually, you know what? Like, I really want that to happen. I don't give a shit about Mr. Beast. I don't know much about him other than he makes a stupid amount of money.
He's
Yeah.
a full-on, philanthropist.
Whoa.
He
But
fondles
like,
what?
I really want that to happen
Yeah.
because if it's going to happen to any team, why not the Angels? It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Agreed. Well, and that's if you're going to make a splash, right? Why not take the joke of the league and make something of it?
You know what? I honestly think if he were to buy a sports team, if it's the Angels or if it's something else, he would do something truly unique with it.
Right.
I believe that, and I think it could be
See, Mikey gets it.
entertaining. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna make Mikey really happy right now.
Oh,
Jeez.
oh,
you go, Mikey.
wow.
4-pack at Trader Joe's, $15.
Oh, that's not bad. I remember buying that for like $23 at the liquor store.
Yeah, because
Not
It's-
great.
it's more worth it at $15 than it is at $23.
Fair.
Jeez.
It is a solid beer. It's a good beer. I've never hated it. I just don't want to pay what they wanted for it. So, yeah, there you go, Big Che. Make concessions cheap again.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, Artie Moreno was like, everybody loved him because he made beers $1 cheaper.
They do sell 12-ounce domestics for $4.50 at Angel Stadium.
That's good.
Yeah, we went to a
That's-
game last
That
week.
makes sense.
Last week?
Do they
We
sell
went
the
to a game.
barbecue place along the third baseline?
I don't know. Maybe
I think it's
Yes.
Legends of Barbecue or something like that.
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
They had like a brisket sandwich or something like that.
Mm.
It was really good. Anyway, where are we at?
We were talking about Legends of the Hidden Temple.
You were.
Oh,
Oh, we were talking about players making 10 million and 1 penny winning the Stanley Cup. That's right.
Nobody.
Dude, nobody responded when I saw Bob going through the handshake line. I fucking saw Dennis Lemieux, the
I was
goalie
in-
from Slapshot.
I was in a basement. When that
Nobody
happened.
responded. He straight up looked like Dennis Lemieux with longer hair. No, James, don't think so.
I didn't see it. That's why I didn't respond.
I
You
saw
did
it.
post a picture, but I still didn't see it.
I wish I would have had a picture of Bob in the line though. Should have
Bap,
rewound. Bad.
bap. Wow! Just zoomed in on you drinking.
I mean, got to get the important shit. Good detail.
Keep going. It's not doing it. Try again.
Oh,
This
Mikey
is-
went to YouTube.
That's really weird. Why would you do such a thing?
He does it like almost every episode.
Does he?
Yeah.
I guess I just don't pay attention to Mikey.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
Son of bitch.
All right, whatever.
Michelle, me and my wife were the Blue Barracudas for Halloween one time. We had the helmet and the knee pads and everything. We still use the knee pads sometimes.
Whoa. You want to tell us how you use those knee pads there, Jordan?
I don't use them.
Not. I mean, I've heard.
You meant the royal we.
My son has been watching Legends of the Hidden Temple.
That is a
Paramount.
weird transition talking about using knee pads in that sense to my son.
How do
The
you
next
Son
thing you say,
has been
like,
watching.
how do you think he's was
Yeah.
made?
Oh, look at that.
Hey,
Mikey D.
The one that doesn't curse. Hey, he's been on the pitch lately.
Hey, Mikey, I've heard you say heck before.
what the heck?
Don't give me that.
So actually, since he's here, and I didn't get to see it happen, but two legends met when James and I went to our last game together.
Yeah, but we've met plenty of times before.
Anyways, Jeff, the Godfather, and Mikey met.
Yeah.
And there wasn't like an explosion? Too much energy in one spot?
I mean, the Kings lost, so there's that.
They sucked all the energy out of the building, I see.
Suck.
I see. Where you? Oh, James.
How far is it going to follow you?
I don't know. If it follows him all the way to the fridge, that'd be amazing.
Goes in the bathroom.
Whoa.
Mikey said it was legendary. Or sorry, it was epic. I was in the presence, but I wasn't very close, so I could not confirm. And I was gonna ask James about it, but then he just got up and fucking left.
Oh.
So that's cool.
Is
So
that
we're
when
gonna-
when you all went without seeing if I wanted to go?
You live in Central California, Dennis.
I feel like that took some planning that could have involved me.
No, it literally happened in a span of 2 days.
I mean, it's 6-hour drive. I mean, usually 7, but I'm just saying.
Would you have come?
I'd come.
I'm gonna come.
Beat you. I actually think I was doing something that weekend, but
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't have any time to
Suck
adjust
it.
plans because I didn't even know about it. I didn't even have the
Suck
option
it,
to
Dennis.
adjust.
Suck it, Dennis.
Jaden, not titties, not yet. I'll give you a thumbs up.
Mikey, I already got one.
Was it out already?
Yeah, it's out. Got one.
Mikey just said he doesn't have a day off until August. I don't know if anybody else caught that reading that, which is insane.
Hey, you know what? For a guy that does what he does,
Yeah,
congratulations, Mikey.
that's
Right.
true.
That's amazing. That is really good.
He said, "Damn." He typed, "Damn."
Oh, he did. He did. Screenshot. Capture.
I have not played any of the Zeldas with the upgrades.
Ooh, upgrade.
So I've only played Mario Kart, which don't buy it from Mario Kart. It's good, but it's not like from the old Mario Karts to Mario Kart 8. So yeah. Interested to see what it can do. It's not mind blowing like the original Switch was. I will tell you that.
Yeah. Everything about it is so much bigger, including the game prices.
Yeah, the game prices are very expensive. They're $80.
What?
Yeah, which pisses me off because that means like all the PlayStation games and everything else is now going to go to $80 when it's been $60 forever.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo made that first, and apparently with the Nintendo games, and it's a little bit with the PlayStation games too. If you buy a physical game card, there's no actual game on that card. You have to download it, which is kind of true of like the PS5 discs. Like there's partial game stuff on there, but you still have to download the majority of the game onto the console. But apparently, like the card itself is just like a key to download the game. So, but what
Lame.
the reason they do that is because now you can't share that card with somebody else.
Right.
Like with the original Switch, like we have a bunch of them, and so like I can, like right now I haven't played Breath of the Wild because I don't know where the hell it is because Lily has one back in Orange County, and Liv has one somewhere in this house. We can't find it, so I haven't played Breath of the Wild yet. And I want to do that first before playing Tears of the Kingdom. Blah blah blah. But yeah.
You're speaking Greek.
Good news is, if you do Nintendo Online, GameCube games are on there. So I haven't checked, but I think Smash Bros. Melee is on there, which is, I mean, if you're gonna play at Smash Bros., Melee's the one to play. Might have to get a GameCube controller for it.
Super Smash Brothers.
See, this is why Mikey tunes in, because moments like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's your video game moment.
All right. Voicemails.
Let's go.
Do we have more than one?
We do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like 3?
4.
Do I need more alcohol? 4?
Yeah, you do.
4?
4.
Ruggy? Roro Ruggy.
What's up, boys?
Hi, Che.
Oh, I know I've been kind of MIA, but just been sitting at home, naked on the beanbag chair, eating Cheetos, eating every moment, every game that the
Ron
Oilers would have
fucking
had,
White.
knowing that we were a better team. The Kings, saying, it is what it is. And it ended up being what it had to be. The Panthers repeat. Honestly, watching the game last night, I was pretty happy for him. I hate Matthew Tkachuk, but it didn't bug me to see him raise that cup. It didn't bug me at all. Never like Marshawn, but watching that rat celebrate with his family and hoisting the cup actually brought me a smile. Glad to see Bennett got the what is it? I can't even talk. I'm just laughing at everything that happened. But glad to see Bennett win his trophy.
Yeah, we didn't talk about
Cheetos were
that.
good.
But that's just gonna make it that much harder for us to get a guy like him. So anyway, guys,
TH Cheetos.
playoffs are done. Hockey's over for a few months. just looking forward to seeing what you guys are going to be putting out for our entertainment.
Mostly dick pics.
And when's that 300 episode celebration going to happen?
Yeah,
Oh,
Steve.
Steve, what's
Steve,
up?
Steve?
You got that going? All right, boys. I'm out. Go, Kings, go. Go, Kings, go. Go, Kings, go.
All right.
Sitting in a beanbag chair, naked, eating Cheetos.
Dude, that started off like so like down, and then he came in with that. Fucking A, man.
Set
That
us
was
up for a
amazing.
banger.
That was amazing, Che. The setup was chef's kiss.
Banger, every other hour.
Hannah picked up on it.
Florida Panthers are yours, Stanley Cup champions. Let's go!
You!
Fuck Edmonton. Fuck Edmonton, dude. I'm so stoked. I can't be happier for a guy who has lost 5 Stanley Cup finals in the last 6 years.
We haven't talked about that yet.
For that old ass man.
We did,
I
actually.
also could not be happier for Brad Marchand. That shit was sick. I don't know if you guys watched the cup handoff ceremony celebration right after the game, but it's pretty cool. Barkov gave it to Schmidt, and then Schmidt and everybody else who's never won a cup got it first, and then they went through the core team who were there last year, and then Marchand was also one of the last guys to get it. He got it from Bobrovsky. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, it was cool. And then Sasha Barkov decided Sasha Barkov woke up his neighbors at 5 a.m. by slamming on their doorbell a good 10 times, saying, you asked for this, get out here. So yeah, the Florida Panthers, man, that shit is crazy. And they're not necessarily going anywhere. That's the scary part. So the LA Kings are going to sign Corey Perry just so that we can make it to the final. And Florida,
And
according
lose?
to one of my friends, is going to win 5 more Stanley Cups in the next 5 years. I said, nope, that's not happening at all. So, but they will win 4 in a 10-year span, counting the last 2. Just saying. On that note, Triple Crown line! I'm going to keep it hockey-oriented, recency bias, since we still have a little bit of that puck knowledge energy. Let's go, Triple Crown line. You guys are going to love this one because one of you is going to lose. Triple Crown line, Stanley Cup champions of all time. Teams, Stanley Cup champion teams. Triple Crown line, all time. Have at it. And you guys have to flip a coin to decide who goes last. Rock, paper, scissors on the live stream. All
That ain't
three
gonna
of you
work.
at once to see who goes last. All right, cool.
Mikey, you know about latency, right? You're a gamer.
Who do you think was the better
Yeah.
team? The 2012 LA Kings or the 2014 LA Kings? Who knows?
20
All right, cool.
2012.
Hit it, Brian.
Fuck you, Dennis.
Wow, he got a hit the button in right at the 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still going to say he got Mikey because there was no Go Kings Go.
Which
It's
is
true.
funny. Which is funny because we're waiting there in silence, and the last thing
Yeah.
Mikey posted was latency is a bitch.
Go, Kings, go! Go, Kings, go!
And there it is.
Go, Kings, go!
It's just 3 minutes of that.
Wow, he could hold it out that long.
Yeah.
Don't act like you're not impressed.
Don't act like you're not impressed.
I would make a correction. That's not Dane Cook, Mikey. It is not Dane Cook.
Who is it? Is Ron White?
Ron White. They call me Tater Salad.
All right. And we've heard about it at the beginning of the show. We've been waiting for it. Here it is.
Oh, hello. It's Hannah Davy.
Hannah
I have to be quiet
Davy.
because it is 11:45 where I'm at, and
Whoa.
I'm chilling in my grandma's nursing home. But let's be real, they probably can't hear me, so I don't know why I have to be quiet.
Right?
I just feel self-conscious about that. I actually woke up to call you about what I saw in Nashville. But before that,
Ooh.
thank you, Florida. I love you.
Yes.
Thank you. One more year of Edmonton tears. I am here for it.
Yeah.
They're so delicious.
Edmonton Oilers can suck it. Okay, Nashville. So I was going through the Nashville airport, and before I was staffed and harassed by a group of teenagers about my King's jacket, I saw that the Nashville Predators have a restaurant, like a themed restaurant in their airport.
Mm-hmm.
So
They're not the only hockey club that has that.
LA Kings need to get on it, and we
The
need to
Ducks have
have
one.
an LA Kings themed
The Ducks have one.
restaurant,
And
bar,
John
and
Wayne.
grill in
John Wayne.
LAX.
Or they did.
Anything will make LAX better. So having something that's actually cool will make LAX even better. But I don't know if you want to do this as a Cripple Crown line or what.
She said
But
crippled.
I want to know what stuff, like, if you could make like food named Kings themed food names,
Ooh.
what would they serve at an LA Kings restaurant inside LAX? All right, I'm gonna go back inside where Family Feud is on full blast right now. But I love you guys, and I will try and stay awake through the podcast. Okay, I love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I really like that Triple Crown line idea, but that is not one that we can do and be good off the cuff. Because we have to. I think they could be really good, like food themes for a King's restaurant. If we put some thought into it, I think it'd be really good.
So next week, come with some ideas.
I think that is one where, yeah, we got to at least put a little bit of time into that. I can't come up with something good off the cuff, but if I had some time to think about it, I'm sure I can come up with some good shit.
Jaden's proving you wrong right now.
I'm not that quick.
Kent-based quiches.
See, I'm with Michelle. I need to sit on this. God damn it, Michelle. What does that really mean?
Is that Dennis needs to sit on a dick?
That's not the only thing you can sit on there, Jordan.
Tell me more.
Tell me more. All right. Yeah, I like that one. Let's do that one next week.
Dude, everybody, the comments are just lighting off with this. So,
yeah, turkey tacos suck my.
Turcot's turkey tacos. Why do we need to say turkey? Why can't it just be Turcot's tacos?
Yeah, Turcot tacos.
And if they're not Al Pastor, then they're wrong.
A charcuterie board.
That's really good. That's really good.
That's pretty good.
I like that.
Save it for the pod.
Pretty good. Your beard's crooked right now, James.
There we go. That easy.
When you said that, I was like, "What does that mean?" I was like, "Oh, that's what that means."
I was just doing this, and then it like goes this way. So you're gonna go whoop.
It looks like you're. It fucking looked like you're in a windstorm.
When I wake
He's
up,
one of those fucking reporters out there in the fucking hurricane, like holding onto a fucking stop sign, trying not to get blown away.
Good luck, Mikey. That's a lot of names. I would be screwed.
Another 60 names. Wow.
He's on the pitch.
That is not Jordan's forte.
Got soccer games. Got football games.
Football.
Foosball.
You keep throwing out food things. We're just gonna save them and just use all your names.
Steve, that is really good.
That
is a Form blue cheeseburger.
It's gotta have blue cheese on it. I love blue cheese on a hamburger. A little bit of bacon.
Blue cheese has mold in it.
Uh,
I love blue cheese.
I fucking love blue cheese. And some gorgonzola. Put some extra stank on it.
Why didn't you just say Big Shave Dave's ice?
Mikey
Brazil
said I've never
versus-
You've never had blue
man.
cheese?
You can't say you hate it if you've never had it.
Oh.
Just go ahead and order yourself a blue cheeseburger.
Yeah,
Mm.
and a vomit bucket, a puke bag.
Okay, Mikey
Blue-
likes
a
other
blue
cheeses. I'm
cheese.
going to assume.
Mikey likes it.
I'm going to assume that Mikey likes other cheeses, unlike James, who can still somehow eat pizza even though he hates cheese.
It's good.
To
Pizza's
be
great.
fair,
To be fair,
That there's
mozzarella is the most flavorless cheese there is.
yeah,
but
it is.
there it's I don't think it's the flavor that grosses James out, is it?
They're both
Oh, it is.
delicious, Mikey.
I'm
look-
sorry. Jordan's being rude and talking over you, James. What did you say?
Yeah, it's
So
flavor
anyways-
and texture.
It's the texture.
Flavor and
Mozzarella
texture.
mozzarella does have a different texture.
Yeah.
I will give you that.
Especially when it's melted on a pizza.
Well, especially when it's made for pizza, right? So typically pizzas use a 3 cheese
Oh, we're gonna
blend.
get a fucking mozzarella lesson right now.
No, they use a 3 cheese blend normally. So it's not all just straight mozzarella because that doesn't give you a good cheese pull.
Mikey only likes chicken nuggets. I will agree with Mikey DeLorean. Cottage cheese is fucking gross.
Cottage cheese is delicious. It's a
Uh,
great.
y-
It's a
you
great
can go
source
fuck-
of protein.
You can go fuck yourself.
Put a little
It ain't-
salt.
It ain't that great, dude. It's still cheese.
A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. I don't think it's actually cheese, but to be honest with you, I think it's a dairy product that's
It's
not
like
cheese.
curdled yogurt.
Yeah.
Mm.
It is in the cheese process.
Yeah.
Burratinos. I've had Burratinos.
Both me and James have had it a number of times, and it's fucking
Yep.
What's that?
Get the 120.
always
Burratinos.
Big
with
120.
with black garlic.
We got a Burratinos here in Huntington.
The thing,
They just put one in, right? Like a year ago.
Yeah.
the thing is, like, cheese is so universally loved that I never remember that James hates cheese.
You offer it to me all the time.
I offer to him all the time, or I'll be excited about something that I'm going to bring to like Death Valley or camping or something like that, and it's like fucking just cheese is like the main ingredient. And James is like, "Yeah, that's fucking great, thanks."
You know who doesn't forget? Jordan, because he makes me jalapenos without the cream cheese.
I do.
Even cream cheese,
Yeah.
even the creme chum.
Yeah. The creme chum.
There's no like cheese or flavor or texture in cream cheese.
Funny,
It's
we
completely different.
did Whitlock tacos tonight, right? And so John breaks out the big bag of
White people taco night.
Except I make the
Taco
I make
shells
the
from the
Grocery
Taco
store.
I make my own taco shells, damn it.
And the ground beef from the grocery store.
And the lettuce from the grocery store.
I make my own guac too.
We
So-
do our own version of white people taco night.
Yeah. So anyway, John opens up the Costco Mexican cheese, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he smells it and he
From
tastes
the
it.
grocery store. Sorry.
And he's like, I don't know.
From the warehouse club store.
I don't know if this is I think it's bad. I'm like, what's the date? He's like September or something. I'm like, it's fine, dude. And the bag's full. Like, you guys just opened it a week or two ago. You're good. And he's like, I don't know. It smells a little off. And then he goes, here, smell. And he got it about this to my nose. And the fucking look he got and the quickness in which he jumped away.
He was like, oh shit.
There's a fist coming. So it was
I will say that Costco Mexican blend cheese, not all that great. We use it a lot, but not all that great.
The Sam's version is delicious.
Yeah, the Costco version is very bland. So I don't know who's making it for him, but
which
it's
is
okay.
surprising because usually their stuff is they find the best vendor.
It is not. As like, dude, the Trader Joe's Mexican blend is better than the Costco Mexican blend. I can tell you that.
Mexican?
Mexican.
I gotta say like that.
Because I'm drunk.
Okay.
Is that okay? Is that okay with you, Jordan?
Speaking of cheese, I did ask ChatGPT if cottage cheese is cheese.
And what did ChatGPT say?
It's gonna gross James out, so I want to read it. It says yes, cottage cheese is actually cheese, but it's a very fresh and mild type. Here's how it works: it starts as milk, usually cow's milk. An acid or rennet and I'm sure that's not how you pronounce that word, is added to curdle the milk, forming curds. Solid.
Wait, what is added to curdle the milk?
Acid or rennet. RENNET. Forming curds, solid, and whey, liquid. The curds are gently cooked and then drained, but not pressed, which keeps them soft and moist. Sometimes cream is added to the curds to make it richer. This is why you see creamed cottage cheese. Unlike aged cheeses like cheddar and brie, cottage cheese isn't aged at all, which makes it fresh cheese. That's why it's so soft, mild, and tangy. So yes, it's 100% cheese, just the youngest member of the cheese family.
Interesting. It's kind of crazy that it is like a earlier stage of cheese curds. If you're ever at LBX,
cheese curds are also delicious.
There is a cheese curd that you can buy at LBX, and it is powdered with hot Cheeto dust.
Oh.
So when you park in front, right, where you have like I guess it's the north side of LBX. When you walk in, I forget what the place is called, but when you walk in to that door, it's a place directly to the left. The first place to the left, you can get it. It's hot Cheeto cheese curds. So fucking good. They have a really solid poutine too. I don't know if it's authentic or not, but it's fucking good. It's like a southern style poutine. Really fucking good. And it is, that poutine is fucking heavy. Like, I can't finish it. Like, Laura and I can barely like share one. It's really good. Fried chicken, just fucking delicious.
Chicken and the chicken tenders.
The chicken tenders?
Or the chicken strips? Whatever.
And so the moldy cheese, right?
Thought I heard chicken tenders. Came back at the wrong time.
That was well done, Dennis. Really fucking well done.
Fucking nailed it.
Aren't antibiotics made from moldy cheese?
Antibiotics are made from mold, but
mold, yeah.
Blue cheese is like moldy cheese.
It's
fucking delicious. I fucking love it.
Yeah, you know this. It was great to see the surprise on Jordan's face when he realized penicillin was a pill.
Penicillin.
Wow,
that's one way to pronounce it.
He's been taking it all his life. Never knew it was a pill. At least he also took it orally.
You know what's really what's funny about that is like I'm the one that's fucking with you the most about this cheese shit, but you give him the penicillin like. Yeah.
He brought up medicine and mold, so I had to.
Blue cheese and hot wings is the shiznit. Yes, it is, Big Che. Yes,
I feel like
is.
we're deep in after show talk. We should probably
we might
end this,
be.
End this bitch.
It is.
Yeah.
We good with that? Are we good with that?
Yeah.
All right. Follow us everywhere. Kings Room Pod. Subscribe. Wherever. Yep. There's where the podcasts are. We are. Subscribe there. Leave reviews. We can do that. You can do that. We probably shouldn't review ourselves, but you can do it. Voicemail and text messages.
Cranberry Clementine.
Be a cool person. 562-317-0087.
Limoncello.
Go do that. Limoncello. My God.
We're taking a poll in the after show.
Number. You're taking a what in the after what?
I said we, bitch.
Jordan said it.
Lube up.
Lube up. We're taking polls. On that note, For James Whitlock, Jordan Heckman, I'm Dennis Wilson saying, Go Kings, go! Go Kings, go! Go Kings, go!
Go! Suck it, Edmonton.
My God.
He
Yeah.
can't save you.
Suck it, Edmonton. Is Michelle still in the house?
Yeah.
In
She
the
is.
hells.
I'm surprised she didn't notice.
She said,
James
"Damn,
noticed right away in the
damn,
pre-show.
Now I want some.
I'm surprised
Poll.
Michelle didn't notice. So now we're in the after show. I'm just gonna fucking show off. I got my Coheed and Cambria helmet. My
Go,
Blindside Sunny helmet.
Put it on.
It doesn't fit my fat head.
It
You want to see it on my fat head? Because it doesn't fit.
looks huge.
That's about all I can do.
That fits.
Because my head is huge.
It's for your huge brains.
Put this back on.
Look at the big brain on Brad.
Yeah.
See, Michelle says it fits.
So it can do like all kinds of stuff. Yeah, you can change it. It's loading. It's loading. Yeah, it does this. I gotta find where I did it. I also made it do this.
I saw that earlier.
Oh, there you go. I like that.
Yeah. It was supposed to flash, but it doesn't. Yeah, it's fucking pretty cool.
Mega jealous.
Mega
It'll say, good idea.
Good idea.
There's some like preset ones. There's also where's it at? Where's the button? Got the hearts. Got the crazy hearts. That's too bright. It's
Yeah,
got
you're
cool
there.
colors. It's got like cool, like kind of like rainbow colors in there, but it's too bright to see. If I go close, like, does it?
That's a little better, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I need to start watching WNBA. Holy shit.
Why is that?
Sophie Cunningham. Google
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Sophie
Yeah, it's all
Cunningham?
from the Fever. She plays for the Fever
I got fever. Jesus
with
Christ.
Caitlin Clark.
So, Michelle, we're seeing Coheed in October with Taking Back Sunday.
Right back.
And I've heard Taking Back Sunday is even more terrible live than they used to be. Res goggles. What are res goggles?
Who's got the Riz? The Rizzler?
Google. Oh, we didn't do a Triple Crown line.
Oh,
Might
shit.
be, but we can save it. I got a note. Well, I can't type. Res goggles. Oh, I see. We saw, I didn't see it in 4XD, Big Che, but we did go see the live action How to Train Your Dragon. Fucking solid.
I'll show you my 4XD.
Jordan DMs. All right. Yeah, dude. How to Train Your Dragon, pretty solid. If your kids are into it. Jam Chase, seen it 3 times. I got it too. I got a shortcut to turn my alarms off for Juneteenth.
I did too. Why?
You know what's really awesome about Android, Jordan? Is you
What?
can pause alarms for a day. Apple could really use to add that.
Oh, you mean like...
You can pause. So like, hey, there's a holiday coming up. Do you want to pause your alarms for tomorrow? So basically it'll skip that day.
Yeah. I don't hate that.
Is that a good picture of her, Mikey?
What?
What he sent to us. Is this a good picture of her? Sophie Cunningham and Caitlin Clark?
I mean, yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna need to go to Instagram where shit isn't real and see what she looks like.
The answer is yes. Yes, it is.
That's not a. WNBA Hooper.
Hooper. There you go.
Okay. What about? Oh no. Let's see. We're gonna bring it back. What about this one?
I don't think that's Sophie Cunningham.
That's not.
Oh.
That's supposed to be Stuart Skinner.
Oh, so it's cheese. Show James. He'll be all grossed out.
Swiss cheese isn't yellow though, is it?
No. Whoa.
We didn't talk about it, but Sam Bennett, dude. Consummate. But yeah.
Welcome to Los Angeles.
There's Barkov's
Whoa.
staples. Well, come on.
Those aren't staples. I saw the same
Stitches,
picture.
whatever. Those look like staples, but
No.
Stitches get stitches.
either way. That's Barkov's hand, which apparently busted open twice.
Damn.
Like that's right where you hold the fucking stick.
Right there?
In game 1 of the Cup final, Alexander Barkov split the palm of his hand open. It required sutures, but those were torn out twice, so they glued his hand together. Still averaged over 23 minutes of ice time playing key minutes against McDavid.
Crazy.
Marchand living his best life.
The
Cigar, coffee, spiked tea, elbow beer.
Mm-hmm.
You saw that one too, huh, Jordan?
Cigar.
Is this part really necessary? Stanley Cup McDavid reaction?
Yes.
Yes, that is necessary. Absolutely, 100%.
What about Russell Morgan saying you got to be a sick individual to enjoy the Edmonton?
Yeah.
Like,
Did you? I honestly don't think he believes that. I think he wanted the responses.
There was a huge tweet that went around for Toronto for that.
Yeah,
and he was
I kinda
mocking
remember
that. Yeah, because I sent you guys the
Okay.
tweet, and then I sent a picture of someone
Fair
in
enough.
a hospital bed doing this.
that makes sense that he's mocking that because, yeah. I loved our response to that.
we had several.
I noticed.
I was like, I want to play.
As what happens when you have multiple people with access to a Twitter account.
Twitter?
Twitter? Let's see. Where did it go? Come talk shit on Twitch.
I still got kids up, so I gotta go dad the shit out of this.
Oh snap!
Oh.
Wow,
Oh.
it is summer.
It's a shortfall from mediocrity. That's what you posted.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
You don't have far to fall when you're only on your knees.
whoa!
Wait, that's not where we're going. There we go.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, they showed that during the game.
What?
It's got to be a plant.
Probably.
I mean, I don't hate it. I think it's hilarious.
It's a good plant. Like usually
Yeah.
they're stupid. That's a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah.
All right. Love y'all.
All
All
right,
right,
y'all.
I'm also gonna bounce.
All good.
It's Corey Perry this summer. That's pretty good.
And Florida never won a cup again.
Bye, Michelle.
That would be pretty fucking funny. All right, guys, I'm out.
All right.
Later, night.
Night.
Good night, y'all.
On to all the Triple Crown lines next week. Send
All of them.
Send us more.
Or in 2 weeks. Who knows?
Yeah.
You never know with us.
Yep, especially in the off season. It's been the Kings off season for a long time.
Bye.
All right, night, guys.
Later.